So I'm currently climbing a mountain in Montenegro. I leave tomorrow. The entire bottom of my bag is wet. It's like this is just a fucking path. You know, it just goes somewhere. I don't know where it goes. I've seen parts of the path. I don't know the end point. I was told that it was this scenic, is this zoomed in? No. Yes, it was. I was told it was like this scenic panoramic view of like Tavat, Kotor, and Budva, I think it is, on the other side. I don't expect anyone, whoever watches these videos, to know where the fuck that is in Montenegro. It's a country that, you know, nobody travels here. But, you know, I'm just walking up. I leave tomorrow. I was gonna catch sunrise, but I could not find the entrance to this place at night. So, you know, I guess I'll be climbing down with just a flashlight. But I couldn't do it in the morning, so I'll settle for a sunset. Also pretty beautiful. God damn. I am so out of shape. I am so fucking out of shape. I gotta start working on my stamina. I'm gonna make a couple of these on the climb if I can get my head out of the fucking gutter with the pure just exhaustion. Vertical climbs, vertical walking, I should say, has always been like a very shitty attribute of mine. I can't fucking do it. Climbing I can do. Walks, vertical, terrible. I barely fucking started, and my calves are already hurting. That could also be a side effect of me walking around 15 miles every day, so whatever. Yeah. But Montenegro, everybody. This is Kotor. It's a nice little area. You got I can't even consider that a river, but yeah, technically it's a river. It's connected directly, but it's water flowing in from the Mediterranean, so that's why I don't think it's a river, because it's not flowing out to the Mediterranean, it's flowing in from there. And there's no exit. It's blocked off over here. Like, it's a landlock. There's the entrance and then it stops. So I don't know what you call that. It's just like a part of the Mediterranean. I don't fucking know. It's a gulf. Something like that. I don't know. I didn't pass geography class. Oh, actually I didn't have a geography class, but you know, if I did, I wouldn't have passed. Yeah, this is a nice view. See, there are rivers that are flowing out, like right here. I don't even know what I'm pointing at on the camera. Like right here, that's a river that's flowing outwards. But other than that, no. It's supposed to be about a 2-hour climb. I have a hard time believing that. I've already gained a good amount of elevation. Like a good amount of elevation. And I've been walking for like maybe 10 minutes. Not even. 5 minutes I've been walking. But we'll see. It could just be a long path, because the incline's not crazy. I was also climbing a fortress a couple days ago. Well, yesterday and a few days before that. There's a fortress here. I think that's part of it. See that like ledge up there? The walls? It's part of the fortress. Anyways, if anyone ever does decide, hey, I want to take a trip somewhere and I've been everywhere else, come to Montenegro. It's not too expensive, pretty. People are nice. And there's some nice hikes if you like them. It's really nothing like special. It's not like crazy hikes, but they're nice hikes. Definitely put you out of breath. Oh. Yeah, I don't have much else, so I'll make another update afterwards. Yeah, just listening to some music, listening to the birds in the other ear, and the wind blowing. I'm in the shade now, which is nice. God damn, I might have to take a break on the way up, because shit, my legs are killing me. I just gotta get back before sunset. I mean up, all the way up before sunset. And then you'll get a panoramic view. I think Montenegro is the only exception, though, of places that I'll show people on camera. Because there's an issue that I personally see online is everybody's like doing all these cool travel videos, and I love that. I love the travel videos. But it can kind of add to spontaneity, I guess, which I'm all for spontaneity. But you can't be truly like, oh, you know what, let me just be random and do this, if you've already seen it somewhere. Which is why Montenegro is cool and all, but I can never be spontaneous with it because I did see it in a video somewhere. I didn't do my own research to find out, oh, Montenegro is actually a fucking beautiful place. Like, I was spontaneous when I went to Cefalu, if I even said that right, Cefalu, Italy, in Sicily. It's a town in Sicily. Beautiful place. Mykonos, Greece. Never fucking heard of that before. Went there. Like, these are places that I found with research. And I decided, you know what, that's cool. Not something I had seen prior and was like, oh, you know what, that looks cool, let me go there. I think people should, fuck, I'm tired. I think people should work on being more spontaneous and also doing research for yourself. Even if you do see it online already, you're not gonna get the full picture until you do your research. I came to Montenegro, I didn't do enough research, right? There is a whole island here, not a big island, that there's a building on it that was a World War II prison. It was a World War II no, my bad. I fucked that up. It was a World War II army camp. And then after the World War, you know, Montenegro, they have no enemies right now, I don't think. And they haven't since World War II. So they shut down the military base because they didn't have a use for it, right? Along with a bunch of submarine tunnels and all that stuff, right? They turned it into a prison. Then the prison got shut down. You know? They have no use for this prison. They don't have enough crime, I guess. That's me guessing, but they don't have enough crime. Shut down the prison. It's completely waterlocked. There's nothing around it but water. It's perfect, like, maximum security prison. No use of it. They threw it out the window. It is now a hotel. The original building, with obviously, you know, living modifications, is a hotel in the middle of the water. If I had known prior, I would have forced one of my friends to come with me to Montenegro. And I would have been like, we're sleeping in a prison. We're sleeping in a prison when we go to Montenegro. Because that would have been sick. But I only found that out when I went on some random tour that I saw. I was like, oh cool, that's fun. Pay $40 for a water tour. Like, and also, I'm gonna say this again. You can't tell me that this isn't fucking beautiful. Look. White man's dream right here. Just random fucking mountains he can climb, right? Look at that. Look at that. All I can see is mountains and water. And the steep drop. It's great. Anyways, I'm ending it now. I'll check in when I'm done. So, past a couple that were walking down. They told me that I'm almost at the top. It's been maybe 10 minutes since I made the last video that this is probably just cutting to. I mean, look, better views. 100% better views. See the whole fortress side now. You know, it's great. I don't know if any of that was captured. I kind of just flipped my wrist backwards, so whatever. But apparently, like, I'm basically at the top, which doesn't seem right because when I was asking people about it, I asked quite a lot of people about it, They were like, oh yeah, it's an hour and a half, 2-hour walk up. I think I'm getting here in 45 minutes if I didn't take breaks and walked at like a regular pace. I'm walking fast and I took breaks, you know? I don't know, a little disappointing. I'm hoping that like these people that I passed just like missed the second route and there's like a nice break point over here. Like there's just an extra route that gets you higher. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping. But it's looking quite glum, friends. It is. The sun sets over there. From me, from standing over here, it's probably gonna set from behind those furthest mountains. From somewhere along those furthest mountains, not these ones. I can't be sure. But I know it does. I actually don't know where it sets from because it sets from. It rises. Yeah. Too tired for this. I can't even speak English right. I know that it rises from the other side of this mountain, and apparently I get a panoramic view. Oh, this is the break point that the couple was talking about. The cafe. You see, there's like a sign for that. Wait, hold on. Let's look at that. Cafe herbal tea. It's just down here. Wait, so that means, holy shit, they were wrong. There is extra path. Awesome. We're back on track, guys. These guys didn't know what they were talking about. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm happy again. Hope restored. Mission in progress. We're still on track, boys. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I really should not have eaten an entire steak today. It was an entire steak with fries. And then I had like a caprese sandwich, like the, you know, the tomato mozzarella, tomato mozzarella basil on like nice bruschetta. Yeah. God damn, I'm tired. But we're taking a break. I don't need tea, I have water. But yeah, no, I had that for lunch. So what time is it? I don't even know what time it is. It's 5:45. So that means if it's 5:45, I started about 45 minutes ago. Honestly, probably less, because it took a while to get to the foot of the path. But I ate at like 12:30. So, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and stop complaining. It was like 5 hours ago. I had enough time to digest. I'm just a fat bitch. Yeah. Yeah. One thing about me is that I complain a lot, and it makes me seem like a bitch. But my argument to the contrary is that as much as I do complain, I still get shit done. I still do what I'm complaining about, because most of the time, I can't speak for all the time, most of the time I have the drive. My grandfather, as much as he didn't abide by what he said, something he said to me is, if you're gonna do something, don't half-ass it. If you want to half-ass it, give it to somebody else to do the job. By all means, he did not abide by that. But, you know, I'm going to try to abide by it. I'm going to try to stick by that. You know, wisdom of old kind of thing. But, yeah. Oh, this is a nice area. Got the sun right there, if that doesn't blind the camera. The castle side. Got a nice tall penis tree in the middle with no others like it in the area. Quite nice. And then more mountain. Yeah. This is fun. But also, goddamn. I have a flight at fucking 10 o'clock tomorrow, which means I gotta leave here at around 6. Oh my god! Goats! I'm retarded. How did I not see them? They're right in front of me. Oh, these guys are so fun to fuck around with. The amount of times these guys have bitten me in the ass. Not these ones specifically, but goats. Oh. Dude. Am I allowed to even be up here? Oh. Oh, shit. Hold on, I gotta look for the mark telling me where to go. It's this way, okay. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm quite out of breath. And we got a steep climb here. That bell is one of the goats. One of the goats just has a bell on him. Yeah. If you're ever on a trail, you usually recognize trails by whatever country you're in. They will have markers to make sure you stay on the right path. In Montenegro, it's red and white with an arrow pointing you in the correct direction. I can't believe I wanted to do this in the middle of the fucking night. Well, at 3 a.m. I wanted to walk this shit to catch sunrise. Fuck that. Alone. If I pissed off one of these goats that were sleeping, I stepped on one, I would have had a whole herd ramming my ass. That sounded wrong, but you get what I mean. Oh, a horse. That's cool. It's also got a lead. It's got like a, one of those, that's somebody's horse. Sick. Okay. Damn, I might just keep the camera on. I got a second battery anyways. Oh. For the camera, I mean. I have a battery for my phone and a battery for the camera. I'm using a camcorder. I think I mentioned that in one of my videos that I try to only use my camcorder because it's funny. It's fun, whatever. Oh, Lord. Disconnected electrical tower. That's nice. Fuck, it's not connected to anything. God damn. I think this is the herder's house. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, boys and girls. You boys shot. Dude. Oh, that's sick. They got a little cafe up here too. I think this is the real cafe because the other one looked pretty run. Well, I'll all right. They are related words. Yeah. Yeah. This was not a mistake. I can say that much. Kittens. Meow. There's another one. Is this like zoom? Oh, this is zoomed in all the way. Shit. Yeah, I don't need to buy any drinks. They do have pomegranate juice here, which I love. But in all reality, I don't need it. I got my water. And yeah, there's more climb. All right. Yeah, I don't know what that couple was talking about earlier. This is more than definitely not the top. I'm still seeing markers. You just look for really paint on rocks and that'll usually tell you in the right direction. If you see paint on rocks in general, you know people have been here and it's walkable for the most part. I just saw people higher up than me. They looked like foreigners, but it's from a distance, so who fucking knows? Yeah. Yeah, they're foreigners. They're definitely on a hike. They're dressed for it. But, anyways. Yeah, wow. Walking down's gonna suck. Legs are gonna be wobbling and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take in the view for a second. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't want to put in the effort to climb this shit and see this for yourself, honestly, you're lost. This shit's sick. You can see the place I'm staying right from here. It's like somewhere behind this tree. You can't see it on the camera. Yeah, okay. I'll probably check in again, either at the top or next time I see a good view. Or something to talk about, because I'm bored and lonely. So, yeah. I am almost at the top. I could see all of Kotor, all of most of Dotunbor, and 2 cruise ships. I am higher than a lot of the mountains in Montenegro, and it's fucking raining. It's not raining a lot, but it's raining a dose. Sorry. It's raining a noticeable amount. I'm not gonna cut that. These are gonna be authentic videos. No cutting. If I'm a retard, I'm a retard. Hashtag bring the R word back. Shit, I mean, I might be one. But, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not at the peak. Live reaction to that. You know what? Let's see. That path goes back up there. Fuck it. I'm taking the difficult path. They're scattered around this thing. There's just like these steep paths, which are significantly more difficult. But they are quicker, and I want to get to the top. Not in record time. I definitely missed that, but you know, I want to get to the top. I'm anxious. I was still climbing, and I'm alone. I got nothing to prove to anyone. Oh, he cheated. I don't give a fuck. I still climbed the fucking mountain. You didn't. Nobody in my comments, the chat can't say shit if they themselves have never done anything. God. I don't even know where the fuck does that even... It looks like that path just ends. I don't see where it goes to. Oh well. Oh. You know what? I'm not even mad that it's raining. It's great, honestly. Personally, I love it. It's great. I love the smell of fresh rain. Honestly. Fresh rain in nature. I'm so far from pollution right now. I'm gonna get to the top. I'm gonna take a fucking Zen because I can. And I'm gonna enjoy this in as euphoric of a state as I can. I already have a fucking crazy amount of adrenaline going, as much as everything hurts in my lower body. So I just gotta wipe the camera off. This thing's from 2004. It is not waterproof at all. So, just gonna cover it with my hat. But, yeah, did like 1 drop of water in the battery area, this fucking thing's dead. Or any of the controls even. Forgot about the fucking controls. Yeah. Oh, holy shit. Oh, and also, pro tip, something my grandma taught me. Right, may she rest in peace. freeze big water bottles. Not like ones that you buy, like buy like the plastic disposable 1.5 liter water bottles if you're abroad, and freeze them before a hike. And then have one that's just cold. You're gonna go through the one that's cold really quickly. The one that is frozen, you will only be able to drink as it melts. It helps you conserve water and not drink so much that you have to puke. And also bring a bag, put it in a bag, because you're gonna have it in your hand and you're gonna be thinking, oh god damn, I got this in my hand, I just gotta drink. Oh, I gotta drink more. You can't finish the water bottle. No point. It's a waste. You're wasting the water that can last you to the top. Conserve your resources because you want to travel light. These things aren't easy. Shit. This is about 2 hours, I think, at my pace. I started at probably at 5, right? Something like that. I don't even fucking remember anymore. That's how much the fucking walking's gotten me. You know, but don't get me wrong, it's worth it. It's worth it. If I had friends that would have climbed a mountain, which I do have friends who would climb a mountain, but who are available at the time that I was available, and people that, like, you know, there were certain people that I really wanted to travel with. I had friends that did go climb mountains in the same time. They didn't communicate to me and I didn't communicate to them. Different issue. But the people that I invited on this trip, if they were available, I would have been in fucking Norway climbing a mountain right now. I have unhinged friends. It's just none of them happen to be available. Spontaneity is key. I'm almost at the top, apparently. The reward I had for myself here when I got to the top was a bag of chips and 2 Twix bars. Like 1 pack of them, but it was like, you know, 2 in 1 pack, whatever. I don't know why the fuck I'm explaining it to this. That is fucking pissy. I'm keeping this on. I got shit to talk about the pussies who've been climbing this mountain. This is not a 2-hour climb. If I'm not wrong, it takes you up there. That's another fucking, like, 500 meters of elevation. No. It could be even a kilometer. I don't know. I can't gauge distance. But you'll notice that in these videos. But fuck. Oh my god. I'm so salty. Oh. Fuck. I gotta be able to see over these trees at least. I don't know if I'll be able to. Fuck. There might not be another open point. I'll be able to see the sunset from here. I gotta go higher. I gotta figure this out. I gotta know the truth. There were people who climbed from the other side of some mountain, but I don't know where they came from. I met them so far back. They're like, oh yeah, we came from the other side. We came from the steep side. I was like, the fuck does that mean? We came from the steep side? I was like, fuck that. The group of them, there's like 6 of them. Oh my god. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm so pissed. So pissed. Oh. Oh. shit. It just keeps on going. I am truly disappointed. Truly disappointed. Because I would have done it. I could still do it. There's nothing stopping me. Even if I have to pull an all-nighter till fucking 6 o'clock, which is my taxi to the airport. Even if, like, I'd still climb it. My only concern is walking downhill with only a flashlight. There's no one up here. I wouldn't be able to call for help for the life of me, and I'm pretty sure I won't have service at this point. I do have service. Regardless, it's not a risk that I should take, but shit. God knows I'm fucking pissed right now. Got all these fucking flies swarming me right now. I gotta put all this shit in my bag. I can't wear a hat and glasses anymore. I'm thinking about just stripping down naked. Ugh. Listening to fucking Tame Impala right now, which is, you know, bangers. It is 7:30, and I have began my descent. Sun's almost set. Got about 40 minutes to sunset. I could reach a nice spot to view it. Genuinely pissed. Like, I'm actually, like, I'll smile about it, I'll laugh about it, because I know I'm gonna come back. But in all reality, this was very puts me down mentally, pisses me off, bothers me, whatever you want to call it. I'm looking for the right word and I just don't have it. I'm too tired to think. But you know, I know now. This will be the next thing I conquer. I'll do it in one day. I don't care if it takes 5 hours. Fucking start at 3 in the morning. I should have started today at 3 in the morning, but there was no way of me finding this fucking place without prior knowledge of where it was in the darkness of 3 in the morning. So, my own stupid fault, yes. I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna watch the sunset, I'm gonna I'm gonna jump into the Mediterranean. It's cold, even in the morning, when the sun's fucking high up. It's fucking freezing. Not freezing, it's cold. It's cold. So I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna wash all this nasty fucking sweat off with salt water, which doesn't really change very much. But I do feel fresher after, you know, salt water bath rather than a sweat bath. If that makes sense. Sweat bath, I feel like I've been pissed on. You know. So, I'm gonna do that. And there's a couple good pizza places and some bars. I'm gonna go grab a piece of pizza, which the pizza here is actually quite nice. It's similar to like a nice New York slice. A nice, not a great New York slice, but a good one. Like a solid go-to slice. Like a 7.5 on the Portnoy scale. Yeah. I'm pissed though. I am pissed that this is how I'm ending my trip with. I mean, like, I don't have to call it a failure. I made it pretty far up, but I gotta take a picture. Like, I made it pretty far up. I think I almost made it to the top too, but like, I can't risk getting lost up here in the middle of the night and or worse, you know? Like, if I trip and fall, and I do manage to get a hold of someone on my phone, right? Somehow, right? I managed to get a hold of somebody, and they have to send search parties out. The fuck are they gonna send search? They can't send helicopters. I have nothing to shine here, other than like a semi-powerful flashlight, and there's trees everywhere. They wouldn't see me for shit unless I got back to the main trail. And the main trail is easy. The main trail is easy to walk down. This is steeper. I'm walking down a relatively steep path. One rock that I miss, and I slip and I fall, I'm fucked. I break my back, I break my leg, arm's okay. I can make myself a sling. But a leg? I now have to find a fucking stick and go back to America with with a broken leg? How the fuck am I gonna do that? I'm going to school soon. Back to school, right? First time in 4 years. Like, I don't know. I'm a risk taker, but you know, I'm not fucking stupid. The risk reward on it, for me at least, is just not there. If I had more time, maybe I'd find a camping store and I'd find somewhere with that they can get me a tent. I don't mind not eating for a day. I've done it before. Done it many times before. Fucking commander in the military. It's not like it doesn't fucking happen. Deployed twice. Shit, we went days without water. My first deployment. Towards like the last few days, we just ran out of water. We were concerned. We realized too late that we were running low on water, and because the entire deployment was wrapping up, everybody like kind of blew through all their stuff, thinking, "Oh, there's going to be another logistics haul. We can go grab more supplies." But the logistics haul wasn't enough to sustain us for that 3 days. So there was one, but they didn't give anyone near enough for 3 days, because they probably imagined, oh, we're gonna conserve our resources. But we didn't. We didn't. We should have, but we didn't. I wasn't a commander then, so you know, I was fresh out of training for that, so that was not entirely my fault. When I realized we were low on water, I grabbed 2 1.5 liter bottles of water, filled up my my Camelback with them. I didn't tell fucking anybody that I had water. I kept that 3 liters for those 3 days. It lasted me 2. The last day, which they had to use me as a replacement driver to get everybody out of this area. We drove tanks in. So in the caravan, I was one of the drivers, which I knew how to drive the tank, but they did like a day-long course. They were like a day crash course. They were just kind of like, yeah, you got to learn this today, and you're not going to use this until you go and drive a tank. And I was like, okay, when am I going to drive a tank? And they're like, good question. We don't know. So, you know. And then, you know, I had to drive that tank. I still needed another crash course. I needed somebody to, I was like, go over again how the fuck this works. Because it's not like there's a key, right? This is an old-ass tank. This was, I don't even remember what the fucking tank was, I'll be honest. It was a transport tank, so it wasn't one with a cannon on top. It had enough room for squeezing. Like, you could probably get 12 people in there comfortably. But if you wanted to really make sure that people were fitting in there, you could get like 16 to 18. You need to get everyone out, and there's like no other way. Where the fuck am I going? This is a drop-off path. This is not the way back. If you really need to make sure people were getting out and you didn't have enough room, you could fit like 16 to 18 people in there uncomfortably. Yeah. So, I have been through the shits. I have been through the shits. What pisses me off more about not being able to finish this is, I still have energy. My legs aren't wobbling from climbing, you know? From climbing this. The chips and the Twix. Buddy left. The guy that was sitting right down there. Yeah, just saw him walking down. It's probably my cue. No words, just vibes. No words, just vibes. Just chilling, right? This shirt's kind of wet now. I guess I gotta wear it to maybe that'll help dry it off. The body heat. This will also help cool me down. It's not even wet because sweat. It's wet because I put that ice water bottle right on it. Pop this in. I'm good to go. Had to. That was a bit of a shotgun. All over the fucking place, but well, the lesson thing that you should all think about: explore. There's no fucking reason not to.